Hello students, in last lecture we discussed about the bonds between the polymeric structures and also about the structure of the protein. Now in this lecture we are going to discuss about the structure of nucleic acid and bonds between them. Actually this particular topic is not there specifically as the structure of DNA in your book, but it is very important and we will discuss it in bit detail because it will be helpful for you in upcoming years in terms of genetics, in terms of molecular biology, and so many other subjects will be related to this particular thing. So today we are going to talk about the structure of nucleic acid, and in which specifically DNA. By now we all should know that the full form of the DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. That's why it is called as the DNA. Another form of the nucleic acid is RNA. Today we are going to discuss how the DNA is there and how its structure is. This is how the DNA is. DNA is actually a double-stranded structure. With anti-parallel alignment. That is, if this strand starts from 5 prime and ends at 3 prime, the another one will start with 3 prime and end with 5 prime. So they are anti-parallel to each other. One runs towards this and one runs towards this. That's why they are called as anti-parallel. Now it looks like the staircase. You might have seen this type of structure in some images on the internet or in some Hollywood or Bollywood movies. Whenever they talk about the DNA or genes, this kind of structure pops up on the screen and we can observe such structure. It looks like a staircase, but it is a twisted staircase. Okay. Now this particular structure, as I said, is a double-stranded helical structure. As it is a twisted structure, the proper term is helical structure of the DNA is found in living organisms. Now this is the structure, but this particular structure does not explain what are the components that are present in the DNA and how they are arranged and what are the bonds that held together particularly the DNA. So there are three different compounds that are present in DNA. One is pentose sugar. Second is nitrogenous bases. And third is phosphate group. This is the three compounds. These are the three compounds that are involved in the structure of the DNA. Now how they are arranged and what are the bonds between them is what we are going to discuss here today, and ultimately how it forms the structure like this. Now if we talk about pentose sugar, there are two kinds of pentose sugar. That is deoxyribose sugar or ribose sugar. One oxygen molecule will be less in case of deoxyribose sugar. Then if we talk about nitrogenous bases, in DNA there are 4 bases that are involved: adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine. These are the 4 nitrogenous bases that are involved in the structure of the DNA. out of which A and T forms the bond and G and C forms the bond in the structure of the DNA. That we will discuss ahead. And phosphate is also. Now in the structure of the DNA, as I already told right now, that deoxyribose sugar, pentose deoxyribose sugar is involved. This is the pentose sugar. This is how the phosphate is phosphate binds with two sugar molecules. The bond is between third carbon of one sugar, first sugar or one sugar, and fifth carbon of subsequent sugar. The numberings are, this is the first carbon, second, third, fourth and fifth. So fifth carbon of one sugar will bind with the third carbon, that is 1, 2, 3 of the subsequent ribose. Then 4 and this is 5. So this carbon will bind with the third carbon with phosphate. So this particular bond is ester bond, and as in every case the phosphate binds with the two different sugars with ester bond, that's why it is called as diester, and as phosphate is involved, this particular whole bond is called as phosphodiester bond. This particular structure is called as sugar phosphate backbone. This is sugar, this is phosphate, and it creates a backbone of a structure. That's why it is called as sugar phosphate backbone. It is called as sugar phosphate backbone. But this particular structure right here, which I displayed, does not show that how nitrogenous bases are involved in this particular structure. So if this strand of the DNA runs like this, the opposite strand will run like this. Obviously, as I already discussed, it is anti-parallel structure. Now here, for example, adenine is there. Here, for example, guanine is there. So on opposite strand, like this. The opposite strand will run like this, and here the nucleotide bases are arranged like this: A and T and G and C. Every time, whenever there is a bond between adenine and thymine, A and T, it will be double hydrogen bond every time. And in case of G and C or C and G, whatever you write, it is triple hydrogen bond. So the bond between nucleotide bases in the DNA structure is hydrogen bond, and we already talked about the bond between two sugar molecules, that is phosphodiester bond, which involves the phosphate group. So these are the two kinds of bonds that are found in the structure of the DNA, which involves these kind of bonds, and these run anti-parallel. So every time the A can bind with T and G can bind with C and vice versa, but never in the structure of the DNA the A can form bond with G or T can form bond with C or G. It is always A and T or T and A, or G and C and C and G. The other combinations cannot occur in the structure of the stable DNA, and if it happens, it is called as the mutation. We all know what is mutation, that is the change in the DNA is called as the mutation. So this is how the structure of the DNA is present in the living organism. Now if we talk in detail about this particular model was given by Watson and Crick. This DNA model was given by Watson and Crick, and as I said that it looks like a staircase. Not every step or every ascent is 36 degree from each other. So this particular thing is displayed here. આ જે બોન્ડ જે છે તે અહીંયા આપણને બતાવેલા છે, એન્ડ એઝ વી હેવ ઓલરેડી ડિસ્કસ કે ટ્વિસ્ટેડ સ્ટ્રક્ચર છે, એટલે આ રીતે જે બે હાઇડ્રોજન બોન્ડ હશે તો એક બોન્ડ અને બીજો બોન્ડની વચ્ચે 36 ડિગ્રીનો એંગલ હશે, પછી ત્રીજો બોન્ડ હશે તો તેનો 36 ડિગ્રી, પછી એનો 36, એનો 36, એ રીતે આખું એ ગોળ ફરતું જાય. એવરી ટર્ન જે હશે તે એવરી ટર્નની વચ્ચેનો જે ડિસ્ટન્સ છે દેટ ઇઝ 34 એંગસ્ટ્રોમ, એન્ડ એક ટર્નની અંદર દેર આર 10 બેઝ પેર્સ. બેઝ પેર્સ એટલે આ these are base pairs. AT is a base pair, GC is a base pair. Now these base pairs are 10 base pairs in one turn. That's why the difference or the distance between this and this two base pairs is 3.4 angstrom in the DNA. This particular structure is called as bDNA. There are so many different forms of the DNA present in living world, but mostly the DNA which are found in living organism is bDNA. You will find or you will study or learn another forms of the DNA in future years. So this is how the DNA is. It is a double stranded helical structure as it is shown is here. The two strands run anti-parallel, 5 prime to 3 prime and 3 prime to 5 prime. Then the bond between two sugar molecules in case of DNA, that is two deoxypentose sugar molecule, is phosphodiester bond, and fifth carbon of the one sugar binds with the third carbon of the next sugar with the help of phosphate molecule. That's why it is called as phosphodiester bond. The nitrogenous bases run anti-parallel and they are inside of the whole DNA structure. This is called as the backbone, and this is inside of the backbone, and here A and T, that is adenine and thymine, binds with each other with 2 hydrogen bonds, and guanine and cytosine binds with each other in 3 hydrogen bonds. So this is how the DNA structure is. If you find any difficulty in this particular topic, you can WhatsApp me or call me, and do study this particular structure very seriously and very carefully, because it will be helpful for you in further years. Thank you.